21st Century Education is, obviously Jamie's the founder and CEO of that, but what he has 12 or 13 different companies under the banner of 21st Century Education. Right, so he's got accounting, he's got finance, he's got Australian property, he's got US property, he's got insurance, he's got recruitment, he's got media. He owns all the magazines, the investment magazines in Australia that people buy on the newsstands. So he's got a big corporation or a big group of companies under the main banner, which is 21st Century Education. So what he's just created out of thin air, and if you've ever worked with an entrepreneur, they think at a much higher level or a different plane. So if you've spoken to, really successful business owners, they just think differently. And when they give you the concept, they're already friggin' 4 weeks ahead as far as their thought pattern goes. So myself and Fabe, that gorgeous woman in the pink, she's our general manager. So give her a round of applause for travelling over with us. And the thing is, she has been with Jamie for a long, long time too, and so have I. And I think the reason we stay with 21st Century is the core education. This is what freed me from getting out of the army and gave me different ideas of where I could potentially have multiple streams of income through trading, through property, through investments, right? But what I do find my most passionate thing, and it hasn't always been the most income producing activity, has been internet marketing. Who's ever bought something from Trade Me, eBay? And the reason people do that is because, one, it's cheap, two, it's accessible to everybody, it's quickly downloadable, you see the image, you buy it, take it away. So I started selling stuff on eBay, and then I learnt in Jamie's core 21st Century Home Study program that he has a module just on internet marketing. And that's when I sort of got into that. So once I sort of had some properties going, started making a little bit of money from trading, I was then, in my 18-month as a student of 21st Century, I went, okay, let's look for a third income stream, which was internet marketing. And all I knew about internet marketing was how to surf the internet, how to buy things, right? Or how to send an email. I didn't know anything about setting up a website. I didn't know about coding. I didn't know about social media. I just knew a lot of people were buying a lot of things on the internet. Who in this room does not use the internet at all? No one, because everyone does. Whose children lives on it? That's it. Kids are teaching their grandparents where to get things on the internet or how to fast track things. I can't believe that people still want to take a drive into the city to see if this shoe shop has got these boots that their dad wants. Just get online, you do it in a second. So what I'm going to show you today, as I said, we're super excited. It's brand new. We haven't actually done this. We've thrown together a PowerPoint presentation. But what Daniel and I did, we also tested something that's being implemented overseas at the moment by our coders. We outsource in India, right? So we've got this big team of developers and coders working on what we want. But we just found out a way to actually do this. So we're going to do a live example at the end of this. Who's going to help me with that? Everybody? Because tomorrow is Jamie McIntyre's birthday. So what I want to do is I want us to be filmed as a group saying happy birthday, and then we're going to instantly upload it. We're going to do it on our phone. We're going to instantly upload it onto our blog, and then he'll get it straight away. So it's called E-Network, 21st Century E-Network. And all it is, simply, Jamie has impacted nearly 550,000 people in the last 15 years. Now, our core education, 15 years, the reason why it's been so successful is because who values education? That's why we go to uni. That's why we go to school. Uni guarantees us a great job. Is that right? No, uni doesn't guarantee a great job. It helps us develop our skills for potentially a high-paying job where we're working 80 hours a day and we don't get to see our family. Right? The idea is, but everyone spends money on education. University degrees cost $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, but it doesn't guarantee those kids a job at the end. So in order to create multiple streams of income through different things, Jamie's core product of emotional intelligence as well as financial intelligence, you'll have a bigger increase of success if you are just a lot smarter about what you want to achieve, rather than paying someone to show you how to do it or to do it for you. You'll just be smarter in doing it because you'll know how to get the tax breaks. You know which properties to invest in New Zealand. You know due diligence. You'll learn how to understand and trade markets. You'll understand about finance, taxation, etc. Right? So you won't have to heavily rely on paid advisors, you know, like managed fund advisors, etc., to give you, like financial advisors give you, you know, pay me $1,000 a month or a year, and I guarantee that your superannuation will increase 15% at the end of the year. Well, that doesn't happen. Unless that dude is doing it himself, tell him thank you, but no thank you. The idea is you want to learn how to do it and then you want to implement it. If you learn it, implement it and understand it, you'll have a far greater of achieving success a lot faster, you know, except when it comes to technical issues. So we've impacted nearly 550, so 500,000 people around Australia. You've got 75,000 members just here in New Zealand, right, in 15 years. Jamie's strength is his passion and his ability to convey information at a broader level. Hence the reason he went into Australian politics this year and started the 21st Century Australia Party, right? Because he wants to provide a modern day education for life for people, and particularly in schools. So the things that we weren't taught at school, like investing and money and saving up a deposit for your first home and stuff like that, you don't get subjects like that. You don't have a core subject just on that. There are certain parts of the education system curriculum now that has this much about the life skills that are really important, but most of it's on history and science, biology, etc., which we understand that, right? And we want children to grow and develop that ability so they can provide for society and get a good job. But while they're getting a good job doing something that they love, wouldn't it be nice if they knew how to save up for a deposit for their first home? Or wouldn't it be nice if we could show them how to reduce their tax, right? Not you know, defraud the taxation system, but just be a bit smarter on how they can reduce it. You know, so that's the key component of, you know, the core education that we do, is just showing people basic, simple little strategies that can save them bucket loads of money. You know, learning how to negotiate a pay rise, learning how to save, going up to your bank manager and negotiating a 0.25% interest drop. Wouldn't that be nice? People are just so scared to go and ask for that stuff. But we just show them how to have the courage and how to have the script to go into your bank manager and show them how to do that. Right? So it's just all these key little things. So in order for 21st century to go, you know, come out of the 19th century education system and take it into the 21st century system, so far he's educated 550,000. His goal is to educate 1 million people across the globe. And we're now, because we're solid in New Zealand, we're solid in Australia, it's time to head to the US. Right, so hence the reason that we were over in the US recently. So, you know, we're on a mission to make our clients, you guys, richer personally and financially, and we're dedicated to providing this education. But what we need is we need people to share our message. Right? If he wants to get to 1 million people within the next 5 years, then we need our clients to help us get that. So 21st Century is a group of 40 million per annum turnover for the company, and we've got approximately 100 staff and franchisees with a 15-year track record. We offer the leading educational programs. As I said, you know, it's broken down into different strategies. And now for the very first time being made available to affiliates to market our products, right, and earn 100% commission for doing so. And that's what we're super excited about. And if you go onto our website, you can see that we've got solid high net worth businessmen, educators, entrepreneurs that speak to our clients at our events, such as Randy Zuckerberg from Facebook, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Richard Branson, Tim Ferriss, Eddie McGuire, and lots of others. You know, and in the future, you know, we will still get more people, purely because people will go and see these people because they want to learn something about it. You know, and there's a whisper that we may even have Oprah in the next 18 months. How amazing would that be if she's sitting there and you're a member and you're just listening? How much do you think you could learn from just listening to the content that these people provide, right? So, and that's what we're looking at. And that's the way that we can impact the rest of the world about the importance of education in schools. We do a lot of youth summits around Australia. We go into schools, 400 kids, they just rock up. There's 3 of us. I teach internet marketing for kids. Jamie talks about psychology, and Eric Bailey just talks about leadership and, you know, growing in the 21st century. So, you know, targeting our youth to show them the importance of investing and just having that strong foundation is critical and key to what we're trying to do. So let's just listen for the first 3 minutes just to Jamie's e-network.
Hi, my name is Jamie McIntyre, the CEO and founder of 21st Century Education. And 21st Century Education has now reached over 550,000 people from around 17 different countries. And we've been excited about the amazing product lineup of educational programs and strategies that I learnt myself or that transformed my life. But also strategies that have been taught by some of our leading lecturers. 21st Century Education, unlike university or school, which is often being considered the 19th century education model, is not taught by those with theory, but to be on stage and to teach at 21st Century Education. And these strategies and programs are taught by people who have a PhD in results. To give you an example, some of our programs and guest lecturers at our events have been people like Sir Richard Branson, the B&F founder of Virgin, and or people like such as Arnold Schwarzenegger that has achieved success in bodybuilding through to Hollywood, to business and real estate and politics and a whole range of people that have extraordinary success stories. And these people can teach from real life. And just a part of the amazing lineup of programs that we've had for the last 15 years, with proven history of making such a positive impact from over 17 different countries. And I guess why we're having this conversation today is that after 15 years, 21st Century Education has decided, in order to reach even more people, with its goals of wanting to reach 1 million people by 2020, 10 million people by 2030, and as many as 100 million people around the planet by 2050. Because we believe by having a modern day 21st century education, it's the greatest gift that we can give to liberating those around the world. And in order to do that, we decided that we need help. And we'd like to invite you to be a part of this mission, this purpose, this journey, and encourage you and give you the opportunity, if you're looking for perhaps a change in direction, an opportunity to do remarkably well in business, by making available a business model that's perhaps unheralded, unmatched, unheard of, in the ability for passionate people to earn an extraordinary level of income by helping market and promote our leading edge e-learning certified 21st century education programs. And unlike many business opportunities, they don't fully have programs that people just want to enroll in just purely from the value of themselves. And these programs for 15 years have been out in the marketplace and people have achieved tremendous success stories. And now as a result, you'll be able to participate if you choose and able to generate an income by helping us spread the importance of a 21st century education, making these e-learning programs available to people seamlessly around the world. I'm very excited if you choose to be part of this journey. But first, let's take a look at and listen from some success stories of everyday people that have been doing these strategies that are taught in the program, the different programs, and what they've been able to do in their life, whether they've learned how to become successful real estate investors, or they've learned through the stock market how to generate instant cash flow from perhaps renting shares, or they've learned how to build businesses and business empires, or they just learned some of the strategies to teach them how to negotiate a pay rise or find their ideal career. Or they've also learned how to build internet businesses and develop multiple forms of income, like what I was taught by my earliest mentor 20 years ago. So listen to some of the stories, and then you're also going to hear from some people that have recently started building this business and the extraordinary income potential that's available to the right people that are passionate, want to learn, but also more importantly, have the opportunity to earn while they're learning these education programs through building a business around the world. Take a look.
I was able to create the lifestyle that I wanted. I was able to go on holidays when I wanted. I had no boss breathing down my neck saying, hey, you can't go on a holiday, or this is the time when you can go on holidays. So I've completely enjoyed having an online business, and I absolutely loved helping people achieve their dreams, and that's what it's all about. Then I came across 21st Century E-Network. Oh my God, the model is phenomenal. And I completely saw an instant opportunity of how I could earn more money again. So I've gotten started, I've joined, I'm so excited. I love the model, and I love the fact that people can earn while they learn. I love the fact that people can change their lives. You can learn to create a great income online and then put that into investment strategies, which is what the company's all about.
It really kind of opened your mind to look up like outside of where you are at the moment, because most people are we're all in uni, we're all working, we all think that 9-to-5 jobs are the answer when realistically they're not, and so we want to kind of get outside that bracket and move forward as an entrepreneur, and it's a hard thing to comprehend without actually hearing people that are up on stage that are kind of like mentors.
Mindset is the first step in wealth and abundance, and trying to achieve the right positive mindset, having the right values and beliefs, and being able to utilise the knowledge and also the creativity to find those opportunities in the marketplace. I found that was a very valuable piece of experience.
Jamie McIntyre talks about, coming in here, you'll end up with a buffet of strategies available to you, and really you walk out of here with a quality problem on what you're going to do and where you're going to go from here. So it's there's a lot of variety. There's a mass amount of variety, yeah.
People that can take my business to the next level, and I've learned a bunch from Tim, especially about designing a business that has elements of automation as well as elements that can help us scale really fast in a productive and efficient way. So I had a great time today, and I would recommend it to anyone.
The whole thing was inspiring, and walk away from here feeling really inspired to just
Take action.
take action, yeah.
Have done an amazing transformation of my own life, and now I'm back 5 months later with as many of my family and friends that I could drag with me, and it's just amazing to see them from a perspective where I was 5 months ago, and the looks on their faces when they find a strategy that may apply to them, and they're going to take it like a bad fish and run with it, as hard and fast as they can to freedom.
It's absolutely incredible. It's just so many different types of speakers, pinpointing different factors, and if you don't fit in with one of them perfectly, you don't understand one of them, somebody else will pick it up and it'll be your learning style, because everyone has their own learning style, and one of them will pinpoint your learning style.
There's a lot of different varieties in the room, and I believe that it appeals to a lot of different people. So that's what I like about these events. So you pick up bits and pieces and sort of fills in the gaps and what you need in your life. So it's really good.
I'm really excited to get started.
I would recommend 21st Century to anyone, because everything's possible and anything's possible in 21st Century.
Jamie McIntyre is an extraordinary human being, and I love that he says that he has a PhD in results, because I am a professor of action. So we're going to get along really well with Joe. But I want to congratulate him for doing such a great job and helping hundreds of thousands of people discover their potential. And it is great to work with him here on this conference.
So as you know, many of our programs are on average $5,000. Imagine if you could earn 70% of that. Right, some of the cheaper programs, the tiered programs, are 100% commission. So if you're promoting an event and the ticket is $500, you and someone bought it from your website, then you're getting 100% of that ticket sale, right? So, and it's all automated. So it's called e-network, right? And it is purely a huge affiliate marketing program. Now, I'm considered a master affiliate, so I get paid a commission from referring someone to a product and they buy it, right? I get a commission for that. That's what affiliate marketing is. So, for example, it's like having a spotter's fee for a hairdresser. So if you send 5 of your mates to the barber around the corner, he'll give you $20 per person, right? It's a referral thing. That's all affiliate marketing is, right? But the difference is you can either, one, promote 21st Century products, all of our suite of products, and get a high commission, or you can learn how to target your own passion and make a profit from talking about the things that you absolutely love. And that's been the biggest balk for us in the past. We've got franchisees that make money from referring our products and programs and events. We've also got affiliates that have been doing it for years as well. However, we've worked out that if we just get people to talk about it, and we give you a website, etc., a blog, and we teach them how to market their own content, the likelihood of success will be far greater, because you're talking about not what Jamie loves, you're talking about what you love. Does that make sense? So what we're doing is, and as I said, because we're trying to reach a global audience of people to enrol into our different programs, you know, you've got a number of different ways to generate income. So if you're more business focused, you may spend most of your time talking about businesses that you've got or that you've bought with us, whether it's internet business. If you're a property head and you only want to talk about property, then you could talk about property. If it's trading that you're interested in, you could talk about that. Because the percentage of people, when they go to your website and you're talking about cooking, for example, there will be a link on the website or in the sidebar, which we'll show you examples shortly, of where people can click on that link, and a percentage of them will. So let's just say you've got 100 people coming to your website, right? And I'll show you some examples of some really successful blogs and stuff. So just say this is your website, and you're talking about food, right? That's the smell of food, right? And that's what you love. You love talking about food, you love eating it, you love cooking it, you love sharing your views about it, right? And people are coming from all over the internet, and they find your post through videos, through iTunes, through Amazon, through articles, through social media, through Facebook, right? Now on the right-hand side here, we have a 21C banner already pre-populated in your website. You don't even have to put it on there. And just say someone's coming to talk about this amazing soup that you just ate at the ramen bar there, which I did yesterday. A percentage of people will see the side banner or the marketing that 21C has populated for your website, and they'll click on it. And our job at 21C is, because we've got the best marketing and the best sales training through media in Australia, we'll captivate those people who click on that banner, okay? Your job, as far as this whole thing is not to design a website just on 21st century property or 21st century US property. Your job is to write about the things that you absolutely love. So if it is cooking, you will write about it, and we'll show you how to do that. People will buy the stuff because the sales and marketing is left to us. So that's one thing that you don't have to worry about. It'll become clearer as we get into it. Okay, so I think, therefore I blog, right? Who's heard of a blog before? Been around for donkey's ages. Blog, it's a web log or an online journal. Who goes to regular blogs? Anyone? Anyone know that one that they visit all the time? Who uses Facebook? What do we do on Facebook? Tell me. We journalise our thoughts. Here I am with my kids, so he's just won his trophy. Oh, I've just eaten this beautiful soup in Auckland. Oh my God, I went to Beyonce. How amazing, here's the video. So Facebook is, in fact, an online journal or a blog, right? And it's a way that people connect to one another and share everything. Do they share everything on Facebook? Absolutely everything, right? Facebook is just one medium though, right? So for example, on Facebook, you may put, 2 or 3 words or lines. Oh, I'm in Auckland having a great time at the Pat Mesiti event. Or tonight I can't wait because I think my husband's going to, buy me another diamond ring. Whatever. People just post anything. Or they show photos of the brand new shoes they bought and post it. And then people, what do they do in Facebook? Like. And then what else do they do in Facebook? Share. Well done, Mama. And comment. Oh, I love those shoes. Where did you get them? Actually, there's some in Melbourne. Suddenly, you get all this dialogue of people from all over the world. Do you know all of your Facebook friends personally? You probably know 5, 10, 15% of them. The rest are just, whoever likes what you're talking about or likes you, right, we'll come to that, right? So effectively, that's what a blog is. It's just journalising what you love doing. But usually it's personal. But then you can spear on from there. You can create Facebook pages about your niche, which is the things that you're passionate about. And you're just writing about the things that you're passionate about on your page, right? And when you write on your page, then it'll come on your post, so people will read it. And a percentage of those, if it's detailed content and valuable, awesome, authentic content, you'll gather a following of people because they'll start to see you as an expert. in the marketing field, we've got push and pull marketing. Push marketing means, here, buy this, buy two. Like the woman downstairs, that was a bit of push marketing. I ended up buying 3 pairs of shoes. Did I want 3? Of course not, I only wanted 1. Right, so pushy marketing tactics, sales tactics, people don't buy that anymore. You want people to buy, you want people to come to you and allow them to buy it from you. Right, so it's called pull marketing. And the most successful pull marketing strategies are blogs, right, which is where you're just talking about the things you're passionate about, which we'll go and have a look at some of these. Facebook pages, YouTube. So YouTube is unique in the fact that people don't really care what's on there. Who's spent hours you go deliberately looking for a YouTube video, you find it, and then you've got all these things on the right-hand side, and then you just click on that video. That leads you to another sidebar of someone else's, and suddenly whatever you were initially looking for, 2 hours later, you're now back in a shoe shop. You know what I mean? Because that's the art of actually marketing to the end user, right? And you, as consumers, dictate the marketing online. That's like Google. You know, sometimes you'll start a website, you'll be ranked page 1 on the first day, and if it's stolen or irrelevant content, you'll be on page 43 on day 2. Right? So Google loves content. And if it's content that's teaching you someone or finding a resolve for somebody, more people will come back and you'll gather a following. And that's the idea. It's like traditional sales funnel is you get people in, but the first thing in sales is building rapport. There's no point just selling, here, buy this. Who are you? I don't even know you. Unless you build rapport with someone for them to feel that you're credible, you're an authoritarian, and they actually trust what you're about to deliver to them, you won't get any sales. And that's just in business. Businesses, if you look at all the advertising, Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all of those ones, the bigger branded companies, they have a great way, and Apple is a classic. Apple's got a great way of making the end user's experience just delightful, right? Don't they? That's why everyone races out and buys an iPad or a Mac or the next phone, because Steve, in his beautiful wisdom while he was here, allowed our experience to be pleasant and swipe and zoom in and just... I don't know why people use stylus on those things. He did it deliberately so a 5-year-old could just do this. Who's got a child this big? And do they do that? My son even knows my iTunes password. So he's been downloading apps because he doesn't know what $7.50 means or $12 or $30. So now, but he has learnt the word free, right? So he can download as many of those apps as possible, but he's got to ask Mummy for permission for the 99-cent apps. Because at one point I had a bill for $360 just of apps from he was 5 at the time. So we taught him that lesson. But what I'm saying is the end experience is what people remember, and they'll buy that. It's like with 21st Century. When people go to our seminars and speak with Jamie, Jamie's such an engaging, authoritative educator that it's hard not to be locked onto what he's talking about. And he's not selling anything. He's just very passionate about changing the education system in the country. That's all he's passionate about, and that's why he did so well in politics. So, there's other ways you do it. YouTube, we go in there because we want to we want someone to resolve an issue that we've got. Like when it comes to tech stuff, I'm not a geek as far as tech stuff goes, and the stuff that I've had to learn, I've just gone to YouTube and said, how do I import a video into this? Or how do I code, what is HTML? I just type it into the search bar and it comes up. How do I boil eggs? All these videos come up. How do I change a car tyre? My husband's away, I've got to do it myself. Type it in. Who's done that? Who's gone to look for a problem to be solved through YouTube? And a lot of people are doing it because there are a lot of people that are authoritative on there, but they don't even know how to monetize it. So we're going to teach you how to do all of this and monetize it. Books, free products, giving away free ebooks and stuff is also a good way of building a list. When we're giving away free products, low-cost products, free newsletters, once someone becomes an authority, then you're building your list. So the key to a successful business is not the website, not how pretty the website is, or not necessarily the content, but it's the people that are reading it. So it's building the list, capturing their email address, and they'll only put their email address into an opt-in page, one, if they trust you 2, they like you, so have a photo of yourself on there because you need to be able to relate to someone. And if they trust you enough to enter their own personal details into your website, they know they're going to get either spammed, right, with a bucketload of newsletters, but most times they'll enter their details because they've been following you for a couple of weeks and they actually like what you have to say. So if I have a website, a cooking website, it says, get 7 of the latest Indian recipes straight from Delhi, right? Enter your details now for the 7 recipes or the 7 report or the free newsletter or the whatever. People go, actually, the latest Indian curries from Delhi? Ooh, what's that? I will put my details in. Why? Because I've spent 2 or 3 weeks checking out that website and I like what that chick's got to say. Does that make sense? So you're building rapport, you're building trust, and you're also building your list. And eventually, you will upsell them something. That's pretty much the core of how websites gather information. So the blog strategies is we use a website platform called WordPress. It's probably one of the most used websites online. It's very easy. You can go to don't go to WordPress.com, you go to WordPress.org, and you can just download it. You can create, and tonight, I want you to create a blog tonight, because it's free, right? You can create them for free. But you'll work out what you're going to blog about first. Right, so what you do is you look up the keywords that your customer is using to find your products or services that you like. Right, so let's use cooking. Right, so if I want to find new recipes in Auckland, what do you think I would type in? So just say I wanted to find out, let's use that ramen restaurant, that Japanese gorgeous ramen, by the way, in Auckland. I would type in exactly what I'm looking for. Right, if you go ramen dishes New Zealand, you'd get millions of websites. But when you start being target specific with your keywords, ramen Auckland, you probably get 30,000 websites. But then if you go ramen Crown Plaza, you're niching it down even further, right? And then people will find that if you're promoting your own website. Or you can go into Google and type in the search bar, type in Google Keyword Tool. It's changed a bit now, but it means that it shows you if your product is ramen recipes, which is the Asian noodles recipes, that's your keyword. You need to type that into the Google search tool and find out what name you could create your website, right? Blog posts have your keyword first. So in the headline of a blog post, you would have ramen, Japanese noodles, Auckland, or the best ramen, Japanese noodles, the best in Auckland, because we want targeted to Auckland, right? And we want the noodles, right? But you have that in the blog post, in the headline, right? And then we use plugins to make it more optimised and more search engine friendly. Now, with Facebook pages, and we'll show you a demo of this, I see a lot of people trying to promote their businesses on their personal Facebook page. Who's seen that before? And on the right-hand side, you'll see ads, but you've got to pay per click ads. You've got to pay for that advertising. The best way to get promotions to your own business on Facebook is not in the post section itself. It's in the notes section. So on the right-hand side, underneath your big graphic banner, it says more. You drop down more, and at the very last one it says notes. So you may have just spent the last 2 hours writing an amazing literary piece on investing in Auckland, for example. A 300-word essay, article that you've just written. Now what you do is you post it in the notes section of your Facebook page, and it automatically appears in the post section. So everyone's going to read it, even though it's a hidden sideline page of your Facebook. But what we do is we show you how to post it on your blog, right? Then post it into notes on Facebook and share it. So then one backlinks to the other side, right? Because people that just put it in their normal posts, it doesn't get indexed by Google. So it's like the old analogy of, having the billboard in the desert, right? You may have the best product in the world, but if no one can find where it is, right? And this is just only one tiny strategy of hundreds that we've got, right? No one knows where it is. It doesn't get indexed in Google. So when you're typing in something into Google, and you've all done that before, you only buy or you only check out what's on the first page. Is that true? Is that what most people do? Who's gone to page 7 and 8 and keeps going to find it? Page 1. If you are not smashing your phrase, your keyword phrase, in the first page of Google, then no one's going to find you, right? So keyword phrases, 3 words, 2 words. So just say yours is ramen noodles Auckland, right? Just say I own that Japanese shop there. I'd need to have that in the headline somewhere, right? Because when someone's typing in, they might find an article and it might say, I just had the best ramen noodles in Auckland. Can you see that as the headline? Because someone will read that article, right? Or the video post on YouTube. Check out the ramen noodles I just ate in Auckland. It doesn't matter what's before or after, as long as this keyword phrase, 1, 2, 3, there's 3 there, 3 words, is in the headline and in the title, because that's what gets indexed. Right? If you just say, oh, I just had the best food ever, and that's your post headline, is anyone searching for the best food ever? Oh, well, yes, some people are. But you know what I mean? You need to be target specific with the keywords. And then we link it back to our blog. So this is where you guys get to interact. What I want you to do is we're going to play some music in a minute for a couple of minutes. And this is not about anybody else in the room. This is just about you personally. Right? I want you to think about what you love to do in your spare time. Right? What drives you? You know, you may go to work for 8 hours a day, but then when you get home, you're online and you're doing something, or you're off at the gym, or you're coaching kids in athletics, or you're a cricket coach, or you're a swimming coach, or you just race down to the market to buy food because you're going to make the next best amazing dish for your family. Right? I want you to think about what you're passionate about, what drives you, because like Oprah Winfrey said, you may not make a lot of money from your passion, but it will last, it'll sustain you a lot longer if you are passionate about a subject that you want to share with people. Right? Because like we go, oh, I'm passionate about property. I know people make millions from property. I'm not passionate about property. Right? But I'm passionate about internet marketing and online marketing. Because the good thing about online marketing is that everyone can do it, because everyone's got a head and everyone's got a creative side of their brain. And that's what online marketing allows you to do. It allows you to tap into your own creativity and ignites some unbelievable potential that people inherently have. So think about what you're passionate about. Also, so you might be passionate about cooking, but what are you an expert on? Who here has people that go up and say, hey, John, do you know how to ping, ping, ping? People ask for advice from friends and colleagues all the time. Like Daniel. Daniel is a tech expert on cameras, videos, video editing, anything to do with Mac, software, Apple, right? All of that sort of stuff. I know what I want, but I don't know the technical method of delivering it or doing it. So I'll say, Daniel, mate, how did you put that image there and then bring it back to your iPhone? And a classic example is I'm going to show you. I said to him, wouldn't it be good if I could teach people, if I could video what my fingers are pressing on the iPhone? I said, then I wouldn't have to keep doing screenshots, emailing the screenshots to me just to put in a PowerPoint. He goes, let me think about it, I'll find a way. That was last night. This morning, we did it, and it's going to blow you away. Now, for the people who already know how to do this, keep it to yourself, right? But it's unbelievable. So now, soon we're going to be up, we're going to use my phone, we're going to do some stuff here, and you're going to see it up there. And you're going to see well, you won't see my thumbnails, but you'll see the buttons and you'll see where I'm going through. It's just extraordinary. Right, so think about what you're passionate about, what you're an expert in. So you may have 4 kids, and them growing up in Auckland may have been a struggle. And you're just documenting for your own personal use, not for anybody else's. It's like your own diary. And whoever reads it, right? But you'll start doing it. Cooking, kite surfing, right? Whatever you're passionate about. It may be accounting. You may love nothing more than doing people's taxes and numbers. It may be crochet, knitting, scrapbooking. You know a lot about it. You know where to get the best scrapbooking bits of equipment, right? Who's got something that they're passionate about? Every one of you do. You just have to think about it. And, you know, open learning means you get to open and expand your mind. So think of what you're passionate about. Especially, I think you would make more, if you could make money from doing something you absolutely love, who would do it? And that's the key, is doing something that you're passionate about, because then it's not a job, is it? If you're just making money on the side from you're just talking to women that are up late at night who can't put their kids to sleep, and they download your book or article or video on, how to get a colicky baby to sleep, you've actually just solved an issue for some woman that could be in India who can't get her baby to sleep, and she's gone, oh my God, how do I shut this baby up? I just need some sleep. And ping, a post about some chick over in New Zealand. Oh, my son had colic for 7 months. I had to do X, Y, Z, and da-da-da. And then she'll put a comment and go, oh my God, that was the best advice, thank you very much. Didn't cost you a thing or didn't cost her a thing. You just provided a really nice piece of advice to someone. And you'll start to build massively an audience. It won't take like the first 2 weeks, you've got 100 people reading your posts, but in 6 months you will, right? And it'll just gather. Who's seen the movie called Julie and Julia? My recommendation is to watch it, right? This chick, Julie and Julia, it's late, it's new. I saw it on the plane across. This woman doesn't like her job, right? She works in the government agency, she doesn't like it. And all her friends are well-to-do and they've got successful businesses, and she's going, what could I do, what could I do, what could I do? What could I write about? Oh, I don't want to write about my government job because I hate it. And her boyfriend says, or husband says, why don't you write about something that you love? So she did. She wrote about cooking. But what she did is she referred to this old cookbook back in 1940 that she loved the cook back then, and she gave herself a goal. I'm going to cook this woman's recipes every day. She's going to cook 300 meals from this book, and I'm going to write about it. She had no clue about blogging or online journalism. I'm not going to tell you the end, but it's absolutely extraordinary. It's based off 2 true stories. So it's brilliant. Julie, it's a bit of a chick flick too, ladies and gents. All right, so just bear with it, okay? But it's a really nice book. So let's do that for the next 2 minutes. I want you to just come up with 2 things, 2 to 3 things that you're really passionate about, or that you're an expert on, that you think that you could provide a service for someone else that's reading it wherever. Right, and then we'll share that, and then we'll go and have a look at some live examples of websites of women doing it here in Auckland. How's that? This is Mandy, so everyone say hi, Mandy. Hi, Mandy. So, okay, well, let's just do a pre-frame first, right, before Mandy gives us. So just say we create a website for you, right, and you're going to earn a lot of money talking about what you love. So what's a subject that you either know a lot about or that you're passionate about?
The main one would be Pilates.
Pilates! So what are some of the things that you could talk about if you were to create a blog just around Pilates? Or do you already have one?
No, I know I need one.
So what sort of stuff would you talk about?
The benefits for everyone, because everyone.
Yep, so why people do it, why people should do it.
Yeah.
What sort of other things could you talk about?
What you like, things like the exercises?
Yeah,
Something?
good.
Yeah.
The exercises. Now I'm going to ask someone else. So when you think of Pilates, what else could she write about related to that? Was if someone else? Good one. How to get started. What else? What else could she attach to that?
What do you need?
Yep, equipment. Yeah. The tools. What else? Cost, exactly. Classes. Awesome. Location. What else? How many times you have to do it? Yep. What else? Do you think she could create a category called... Hey, nutrition? You know? She could do other exercises, fitness in general. So what else could she create as far as categories? How it could spear into bigger things? Remember, Mandy's just sitting there. She's a Pilates... is that how you do it? I haven't done it. I should. Right, so if I wanted to learn, okay, let's just imagine me, I'm at home in Melbourne, and my husband goes, hey Lou, you should get into Pilates, right? And I live in Auckland. It's okay, Pilates classes, Auckland, Google, ping, here comes Mandy's website, because Mandy's written an article going, massive benefits from proper stretching techniques or whatever, and I might find that article, or the headline has actually drawn me into the article, and the article under benefits, it takes me straight to that because I've clicked straight on it, and then it might be 350 words on there, or it may not even be words. It may be Mandy in front of her iPhone going, hey, I'm Mandy, I've just been for a 10k run. Oh, actually, you do Pilates before you go for a run, don't you? Or after? You can do either. Both. Hey, I've just learnt that if you do Pilates before you go for a 10k run and after, your flexibility will be like this. Woo! Check out my website. Something as simple as that, right? She might have a demonstration of a kid or a child, a guy or a girl doing a particular technique, right? Okay, so today we're going to stretch the quad. We're going to do this, you raise your hand there, you point to the sky and you pull back, and it might be a 30-second video of how to do that particular movement. There's one video, gets posted straight onto her website and then into Facebook, and then we share it to YouTube. So video 1, how to stretch the calf muscles. Video 2, how to loosen up the quadricep. Video 3, how to alleviate foot cramps. I don't know. Can you see where I'm going with this? I'm not a pro at Pilates, as you can tell. But what I'm saying is whether you put a photo, you may have a photo of a cute little girl doing Pilates at one of your sessions and you'll post about it. And then that you go, actually I should write about Pilates for kids and how to make it safe for kids. And then these mothers come along and go, oh, what a cute photo, because the photo is shared in every photo registry on the internet because we're going to call it Mandy's Pilates shop, right, for example. Pilates shop. That's the name of the image. So there's the little girl, pigtails, stretching. You've taken a photo of her, but you've named it the name of your shop or the name of your article. That's SEOing the article. Your video of that particular girl is the same thing because we want to link it back to this website because this website is the money maker. Not only are you going to be talking about the things you love, but our branding, which may or may not be irrelevant, we would have banners created around a healthy style or look of a woman, make money from blogging your passions or something like that. So it would be a banner that is created that's designed for your website. There's no point in having a big real estate banner on a Pilates website. But advertising, that's how Google makes all their money, isn't it? Google's free. Google makes all of their money, same as YouTube, from advertising. So it may be just a banner bar across here, maybe just a thing here or a link, or it may be just a skyscraper banner there, right? And the fact is, all you guys have got to think of is you don't have to worry about the website. We do all that. We create it, we build it. There's different themes you can have. All you have to do is do a post daily. Will get you into the habit, like you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth. We brush our teeth 3 times a day. You get into the habit of just adding content daily. The more content you add, the more people will find you. And at the moment, a lot of people go, I don't know what to write about, I don't know what to do. But if you're going to make $100 or, recurring $27 a month or $100 a month from someone who's coming to your Pilates site, you'll quickly realise that, oh God, I've got to write some more stuff about stuff. Okay, so who else? Thanks. Give her a clap. Thanks for sharing that. So what's your passion, Alan?
Cocktails and bartending.
Oh, cocktails and bartending. Awesome. So making the drinks?
Making the drinks and searching for new flavours.
Hold that microphone up.
Oh, yeah. So looking for new flavours and places to go, how to make things at home.
Do you do the...
Not so much the flaring part.
So do you think Alan could create a website based on what we did before for that? Right, like you said, different recipes, different glasses to use?
Yeah.
What else could you write about? Or talk about, or video, or...
Yep. places to go to, new places.
New places to go to, yep.
Yeah. Food that matches.
Perfect.
Things, yeah.
Can you see? Food, the perfect food to have with, an appletini, or the perfect food to have with a cosmopolitan. You know what I mean? It can just, that's the thing. You start one little thing, and then suddenly your mind just explodes with potentially the categories that you can create for that. So what are you an expert at? So cocktails, you love doing that in your spare time, so you love reading about it, watching videos about it and stuff like that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you an expert, what subject or area that you know? Are you like a tech dude, or do you always, what's something that you're an authority of or you're an expert on, apart from cocktails?
I work in a pharmacy for a job.
Yep.
So it's got nothing to do with cocktails.
No, but what I'm saying, like he works in the pharmacy, right? So he could advise people on different things, but like I suppose the drug industry is a bit hard, because if you do advise someone and they take the wrong drug, you're busted.
That's right.
So no cocktails for you. But you see what I'm getting at, right? So if you're in accounting or an artist or a chef, there's so many things and so many facets and areas that you can talk about. So give him a hand. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's have a look at some examples. I'll have to go up the back, but I want you to watch the screen, and I'll keep talking to you because I need to use the Mac at the back here. So if we just go to Edenland first, what I did is I got onto Google and said, what are the 10 best blogs in Australia? So we want to sort of have a look at the different things that she's got. Okay, so go to the About button. Who is Edenland? So let's click on that. So how's this? I love this. Redhead, mother, wordsmith, Australian. Sometimes hot, mostly not. I'll show you my universal truth if you show me yours. And then she's got her email. And then it says, Eden Riley is, go back up the other way, is a writer, blogger, mother, stepmother, recoverer, speaker, freelance and public speaker for hire. And then she's posted of her interviewing Julia Gillard. Now, her background story is that she was just bored at home, and someone said, you write a diary, why don't you just write it online? And she said, well, who would read it? She goes, it doesn't really matter who would read it, but now what it's done is effectively shaped who she is as a person, right? Because now, if she's talking about her kids, or if she's talking about leadership or business, or if she's just talking about anything that's special to her, what she loves doing, she's got a massive following now, and that's the reason that she won the Best Blog of the Year. Right, so if we go up to, let's go to another one. So close that one down. And let's go to, let's go this, So let's go to Multi TV. Right, that's the biggest blog that you guys have got around here. Right, I did a search for the best blogs in Auckland, in New Zealand, and that came up. Right, so you may have other blogs. You've got whale oil something as well. But if we go down, I clicked on it. What was the headline for the Beyonce one? Beyonce hits the stage again. Right, so there's this gorgeous girl talking about the Beyonce concert last night that's important to her, right? And then she just typed about it and then uploaded it. Right, so as simple as that. Who's seen those sort of posts before? Who's seen those sort of posts before where people have just uploaded a video? Who's seen the dude where he's with his son and they're fishing and then suddenly they catch this enormous fish, which, well, actually, I think it turned into like a reef shark or something, and they've pulled it up and then they've grabbed it by the tail. It's only actually about that big. He's pulled it up, grabbed it by the tail and going, hey, and the other guy's going, don't put your hand near close because even though they're little, they bite you. He's going, no, look at this. Yeah, let's get my photo. Film me, holding, and this thing's snapping, right? And it snaps around like that and goes, and he's dropped the fish and he's just got a big hole, and it's only a little shark, but it's funny as. But the dude just posted on Facebook and then put it on his website, and then you've got a million comments going, you idiot, don't you know sharks have still got big teeth? But it was just funny. So she's doing that. So go back up to the top. And it doesn't, and up here, these are known as, we create pages. These are called pages. So if I wanted to look on a national page of interest, then I'd click onto that. If I wanted to, and see they're all broken into mini stories. And when you click on the read the full story, it expands, right? So you read all the information, right? But the idea is just blocking and giving you a summary. All you guys have got to do, as I said, is you just keep putting content. Like Angie puts Pilates video and talks about the exercises. Her next blog post may be the tools we use and the equipment we use. The next blog post may be about the location. But it will continue to scroll, scroll, scroll. What will appear in Google is the headline of that particular one. That's why you've got to make the headline keyword rich in line with what you're promoting, right? So up the top is all pages. Now we, 21st Century eNetwork, populate the pages, right, as far as the message that we're trying to get across. Now, not everybody will click on it, but a percentage will. And then on the right-hand side, it'll have banners. So that's one example. So let's go up to close that one. Oh, I like this one. Is this the breakfast one? Oh, yeah, judging your breakfast. This is another blog. Again, this was voted the best newest blog in Australia. Only 6 months old, right? Has something like 200,000 views or something for the last month. So let's go to the top, Daniel, right? And look, it's just contributors. She's got some advertising options there. If people want to click on those pages, they can, but they're really here for the food. And the fact that she's got judging your breakfast, what's the keyword here? So what do we expect the website to be about? Breakfast. Exactly. And you know what she is? They're a team that they go throughout Melbourne and they video and take photos of a breakfast in every cafe and restaurant in Melbourne. Do you think a lot of people will find that fascinating? Where to eat in Melbourne for breakfast? Breakfast. Breakfast is huge, right? And the most important meal of the day. So if we go down, right, and we can just click on any one of them. Make your own Amazon balls breakfast. What does it say? Oh, can't see, it's on an angle. It may come to you as a surprise to learn that I love poached eggs. I've mentioned this once or twice, also to my great fondness for avocado. In a past life, I believe the only way to eat these two things together was to go to a higher class restaurant and pass a note under the table outlining one's desire to participate in the closely guarded secret that is the hard, white, runny yolk. And a picture. That's it. That's it. That's all they've done. And how have they done that? They've probably, with their phone, they've taken a photo of the breakfast. They've done a little. Now, do you have to be a literary scholar to actually write what she wrote? Is that personalised? She's just talking about what she personally did and posted it. And it's like the most viewed blog in the last 6 months in Australia. And they got all these big prize awards from it. Now, can you see yourself doing something like that about your niche, about your passion? And their passion is food. And they went, we love food, but everyone talks about where to dine in Melbourne, like for dinner, always, everywhere. But no one really talks about breakfast, right? So that's another idea. So let's close that one and let's go to Caro & Co. Caro & Co., this is a beautiful website. It's just a mummy with some kids who's trying to educate the world that it's important to have children in amongst nature, right? Because too often kids are like this. They walk around like this. The only time they smile is when they do this. Ah! And then they're back like this. So hers is about, using technology, but also different ways to entice kids outdoors, right? Camping, drawing outside, building sandcastles, just getting children back to nature, because without that, God, they're lost. If they spend their whole time looking down, not only are they going to have this turtleneck by the time they're 30, but they'll have zero social skills, right? So this is a really beautiful website. I really love it. Keeping kids and parents engaged in the world around them. So you see she's got different subjects. This is her categories, right? Interviews, animals, family life, discovery. Let's go outdoor fun. That looks nice. But see how that's visually appealing too, right? You don't have to learn how to create your website. We do all of that. You just have to write about what you're passionate about. So here she's just talking about different things, right? Spending time outdoor does 6 critical things for our children. It combats obesity, even just 1 or 2 hours a week will help. Helps imagination and creativity, right? So do you think a mother, a parent would find that interesting and come up with ideas? Actually, I might take my kid down to the beach and do that on Sunday. That's all it is. Life is about sharing our own experiences with the rest of each other. That's all. But the thing is, we've got so much amazing stuff inside our brains, we need to get it out there. Now, the way that it works with 21st Century, because Jamie wants us to share his message, we're going to do it this way. But rather than you guys promoting us and our products, people will buy our products, they always have, they always will, but why not get a commission from virtually blogging, making money from what you're passionate about? So let's close that one and let's do a live example. Right, so this is one of my websites. This is the 21st Century one. So if you go up, it's typical, it's just a blog. It's got images, and we'll go to the post. So, for example, I posted this article just a couple of hours ago. Right, so e-network to transform traditional journalism. So Jamie sent an article or put an article on his page, and I copied it and posted it on my page with a different headline. Right, so you guys get the opportunity to do that. Ours has live news feeds. So on the right-hand side, right, see all of this? We populate this for you, right? If you've got videos, you can put videos of you in there, talking about your subject, different cocktails to have, different Pilates stretches to do, right? And people will watch them. And then these here, like this is a classic, typical banner ad, right? People can click on that and buy whatever that is. And that's what we create for you. The same as on all those other blogs. You would have seen the advertising banners across the top. Could be sporting goods or whatever. So virtually the same thing. So if we go to just the left-hand blog post, see how blog posts, you know, for this one, this is more an authoritative one, as not something that I'm passionate. Well, I am passionate about 25. But like fitness or playing the guitar or being a mummy, I would love to write about that stuff because that's the stuff I think about all the time, right? Work I don't think about all the time, but when I do post something, you know, I would like to make it, you know, good content. So if we click on buying properties 10 years, for example, or just any one of them, so then all I've done is pasted the article in there, and a percentage of people will read it, and it's as simple as that. So what we're going to do, now, just say I've posted that article in there. If I go to, let's go to my Facebook page. And let's find that section where we've got the notes. So, see, now look, okay, so remember what I told you before, when we put it in the posts, it doesn't get indexed by Google, right? The idea is you've got to think of a business perspective. You're trying to get people to your website. So click on that. So what happens is under the notes section in your Facebook page, if you're going to spend the time creating a video, writing an article and putting it on your website, you might as well post it on your notebook, because virtually Facebook is a website, and the biggest website. That's where everyone comes. More people go to your Facebook page than they will to your website. But if you link it back to your main website where the money, where you can make money, that's a good thing. Now, so same article, zip down, stop. And then if they click that, I could make it a smaller URL too. So click that and it takes it back to my money-making site. Does that make sense? Just so that people understand how that rolls, right? And that's how you do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is, let's go back into Facebook. Let's go back to the front page, yep. Now, see more, just go to the more button and notes. So press notes. Add a note, and you just do your title. The best Pilates classes in Auckland. Come and learn how to be stretched, tied, twisted, out of shape, and leave painless. Right, whatever. And Angie just writes a great article. She takes a photo of a particular movement or a stretch, posts it, but then also posts it on her site. right? It's just really, really simple. And it's just a simple technique that a lot of people forget. Because when people are searching for Angie's Pilates classes in Auckland, right, they're not going to know because it's not in Google, but their notes will. And then we link it back to your blog. Or you can just link that straight to your blog so they don't have to go into notes and then look. Okay, so what we're going to do, Faber's actually done up, because I said it's Jamie's birthday. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a live presentation now, if you don't mind. If you don't want to be in it, you just got to just sit up the back and face the corner, in the back corner, right? What we're going to do is, because it's Jamie's birthday, we're going to take a quick video, a 6-second, 8-second video. We're just going to say, Kia ora from Auckland, and then sing happy birthday to Jamie. Who wants to do that with me? The whole group. Cheese.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's the photo done.
Okay, now the video. So we'll just go Kia ora from Auckland, and then happy birthday, Jamie, and then I'll count us in and we'll sing it.
Kia ora from Auckland. Happy birthday, Jamie.
Okay, so we have an app. So I press the bottom one, the WordPress app, right? And then that takes me into my blog, which is my online website, which we saw. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the image that we just did. And you'll see it, right? So I press the plus button. So we can call it is that coming out? Happy birthday, Jamie from Auckland. We're sort of half French, right? Bit of French in there. Okay, so now that's pressed done. Now the bottom right hand corner, I can upload photo taken from library, which will be this one, medium, uploading, and so it comes up with all this code, right? The beauty of it is you don't have to type this code out, it automatically does it. Now I'll press publish, top right hand side on my phone. And if you now, if you go back to the website now, Daniel, and happy birthday down the bottom. There it is. Now click on it, and there it is. So if what I'll do is I can do exactly the same thing with the video, right? I can do the video, which it might take a few minutes to actually do it on here, but I could type in some stuff about today's event, which I will, I'll add to it. But then he'll get to see it. But what I wanted to show you is how simple it is that whatever you're talking about, and even though it's only a small speck of sand at the moment, when you see how powerful it can be when you're writing and talking about a subject that you're absolutely passionate about, people around the globe want to know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So who thought that was pretty amazing? That was just amazing. That was great. And I'll throw the video. But it is how simple it will be is like this. So the launch is on the 15th of November, okay? So your app, you'll click on the app, the eNetwork app, on your iPhone, and you'll have 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. One will be a video, one will be an article, like writing, like maybe a quill or a pencil or something like that. One will be an image, and one will be MP3, an audio. So on your phone, you'll be going, okay, I've just found an unbelievable place to eat breakfast in Auckland. Their eggs are runny and the bacon is crispy and the men are absolutely gorgeous. So get down to Auckland on the Strand, hot breakfast for free, $30 for a double, whatever, da-da-da. So you go into your plugin, you press MP3, you just press a button. So the way I did it, even though that was easy, it'll be simpler when you've got these 3 big buttons. And then you type about it or you upload it. And that's how you do content. Because initially they're thinking, oh, but who would want to write every day? Of course, not everybody wants to write every day. But if you get into the habit of doing something every day, whether it's audio on your phone, a video, an image, and then the fact that you can quickly mobile and upload it is unbelievable. And then what I would do in that blog post, I would share it to my Facebook account. The video, I will post it onto YouTube and I'll get it pushed out everywhere, right? Because I want more people to find me. Especially if I'm going to earn a big income from promoting the company that helped me get into this, but through the stuff that I love, not through the stuff that Jamie loves. Does that make sense? And that's how we believe that we'll extend our reach. So if we go back to the slides, let's talk about how you can get involved in this. Right, so eNetwork, as I said, is designed mainly as an affiliate marketing way to actually promote our company globally. Right, we've just opened offices in LA and in Singapore. But who would like to make an extra 100 grand in the next 12 months? Anybody? Not just 100 grand, an extra 100 grand. And the people that we've just met recently in LA are making, some of them are making 100 grand per month. Some newbies that have just started doing this, that have been in it for only a few months, are making 5 and 10 grand a month. Because the onus is not promoting the company, it's just talking about what you love and blogging about the things that you're passionate about. Now, we guarantee that you're not going to actually find another platform or another company that will offer these commissions for you. So 21st Century eNetwork is a complete online business with a built-in blogging platform, which is connected through your phone. So all the video training, teaching you every new way of marketing online, plus 8 successful sessions on market research, creating the product, and even the most advanced strategies. And we have access to the most advanced educators on the planet through 21st Century. And you guys get all of that as part of it. So the fact that the only thing that you guys need to do is blog about what you're doing. So effectively, it works similar to direct marketing. You refer someone, they buy a product or they come onto your website, they download it, and you earn 100% commission. Right, so we have different levels, 8 levels of products. Right, so this is where you can earn 100% commission on that. Now, level 1, if you decided to start with level 1, which is $27 a month, right, you've bought a physical product from us, and people buy this every minute of every day. For $27 a month, they get the news subscription to our media site, our news site, which is our biggest website, which has got all the live streaming news. You also get the complete blogging system and website, and you get all the reseller rights to Jamie's books, which means you could sell them on Amazon for $12, $15 and keep 100% of the revenue from that, from his books. Okay, so that's what $27 a month covers. People will come in and buy level 2, which is $97 a month. Now, they get Jamie's home study that I paid $4,000 for, they get it online. Right, so they can view all of that content online for $97 a month, not $4,000 one-off, just $97 a month. They get all of these other things, 4 ways 21st Century eNetwork system to generate $5K per month, stock market, real estate, internet business, reseller rights to additional books. Right, so just say you've come in on this level, $27 a month, because you personally want to buy this stuff. These are products you're buying. Right, so you're getting the complete blogging system, the platform that I just showed you, in pre-launch. As I said, it doesn't launch until November. And then you decide that actually you want Jamie's home study and you want to buy it at this price. So you've bought level 1 and level 2. Now, if someone comes to your website and goes, oh man, that looks pretty cool, because they see that video of Jamie that you guys saw. Jamie does the enrolling and the selling on your behalf. You don't have to. We do all the sales and marketing for you. They come in, they listen to Jamie's video and they go, hey, I really like this dude. I really like what he's got. They buy this level from your website. You earn how much? How much will you earn? $97 per month. You get that? Like if they stay for 6 months, 6 nines are what? Don't know. But a lot. You get that money. If they stay for a year, you get that recurring, right? So there's obviously different, I'll show you the compensation plan in a minute, but just say you've bought that and you've bought that. If you register as an affiliate for this, affiliate is $20 a month. That's all the training, the platform, and for us to get you educated up and running. So in total for me personally, like I've got a number of levels, but I may pay about $120, $140 a month. Just one person to buy those levels covers my monthly thing. And if I've got 30 people paying, some of them may be paying $27 a month, some of them may be paying $97 a month. Can you see how massively that can grow in such a short period of time? So then we have other levels. People get different programs. They get the internet home study, they get Jamie's new manual on Bitcoins, which is online currency, which is massive over in Europe and the States. So you can learn all about how to become a millionaire, and reseller rights to more of his books, right? Lessons we can learn from Oprah Winfrey. Do you think someone would buy that off your website, link to your PayPal account for $6 or $7? Do you reckon that you could sell that quite easily? Of course they will. Women buy whatever's got Oprah's name in it will sell. So just say they come to your website and they go, okay, I'm going to buy that, I love that. But they didn't buy the first 2 levels. Doesn't really matter. You will get $497, right? You're getting 100% commission. And you're going, why is he doing this? Why is he giving 100% commission away? Because he wants to do this whole revenue sharing now so you guys can actually broadcast the company out globally, right? The way that we benefit is that more people are going to have all of our core education, right? You've seen multi-level marketing companies, they have different products, but really, like I've been in multi-level marketing companies that I wasn't passionate about their stuff. It's different if it's a physical product like vitamins, that's perfectly fine. But when you're talking about something that is not a product that has added value and substance in the core root of what we're trying to achieve, that's why this one is an absolutely perfect model, because we know how solid our education is, we know how relevant and important it is, and so do a lot of people. But this is an easier price point for these guys. And then when we start getting into our seminar tickets, so just say we've got Oprah coming or Arnie coming, people pay $3,000 to attend our seminars, right? They come onto your website that's talking about Alan's cocktails, they see a picture of Arnie banner, which you don't have to put up, we put up. Every time there's a new event, we do the marketing on your website, automatic, right? For ticket sales. They buy this for $3,000, right? And if you've bought these other previous levels yourself, right? So you have to buy the previous levels in order to get the 100% commission. In this case, it's 70% commission, right? That's great money for you, right? And that's how it builds. It just slowly builds and then suddenly it takes off. So we have clients that start with a fast start, which means they buy level 1 to 5, or they can buy the whole lot. And then it goes up. So $10,000, they get a platinum trip, which is the next one's going to be held in Hawaii. So that's a big 5-day adventure. We've done big platinum trips before. We've taken members to Antarctica on a 3-week expedition. We've taken them to India. We've taken them to the Caribbean. We go everywhere. We go to Queenstown every other year. Right, so this is our clients that actually want to travel with us and experience and meet other like-minded people, but also get educated along the way, have private mentoring with Jamie and other speakers, etc. People pay $10,000 now to do that, but you could, if they do it from your website, because we'll create these banners, they'll automatically populate. One day you may be on your website talking about your next bacon and egg meal that you've just watched, and then you refresh your page and you can see that there's a new banner bar appeared on your website. And you went, oh, 21C's promoting this now. We populate it across everybody's website. So the only thing you guys have to worry about is blogging about what you love blogging about. Make sense? So people will buy that. They do now, $10,000. Level 7, $20,000. Now, in order for you to get the commissions on that, you would have to step up with these levels yourself. Right? But if you bought that level and you're getting 70% off that, and we do have people that have bought all 8 levels, but they're the big affiliate marketers in Australia now that want to be sort of pre-positioned before the launch. So this is Elite Membership event and 5-day live event held in Cancun, Mexico. Because this is what we've done is modelled successful marketing companies in America and what we have here in Australia with Jamie's education, put the two together, it's just, yeah, it's beautiful. Right, so 20 grand for that. Or 50 grand. This is invite only. But this is 50 grand is the people that when you start earning $100,000 a month, that's when it's done. Okay, so that's where you go to. We have 7 days at places like Richard Branson's Necker Island, with world-leading mentors on a super luxury yacht, magical castle in Europe, blah, 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 blah. So this is obviously high net worth stuff. Right, so you earn 100% commissions on 1 to 4, right? And on levels 5 to 8, so if someone in your comes to your website and they want to buy that, then you earn 70% commissions. Now, I'm not going to go into detail into the compensation plan, but it effectively just works like a normal hierarchy table. There's you. You don't know Jackie. She's come to your website to get a cooking recipe, and she saw the banner and she opted in. You get different tiers of sales. So you get sale 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then every 5th sale after that. Right? And then these ones just get pushed up to the next person. So our website covers all of that in detail and how you need to do it, but the only thing you need to worry about is your first line of people that enrol, right? I don't care who above me is making more money or who below me is making more money. My job is just to help recruit people that want to work with me and get the philosophy of our education out and about. And after a while, you won't even know who's joined on your website. It'll just be Tom, Dick and Harry. You know, similar to multi-level marketing where you can see different tiers of things. But as I said, it's combined now with solid and real education. So let's have a look. Now, I'm about to finish up now, but this is, as I said, this is a bonus session for this event. It's the first time we've ever done it. It's the first time we've ever done a live promotion through our phone and up on the website, which gives us good content and training. So some of you may want to start and get involved with this straight away. If you want to, you can get the fast start for 4,615, which gives you level 1 to 5 complete. So then as soon as it goes live launch, you guys get your website and you get the banners and you can start promoting it straight away and start earning 100% commissions on that. Otherwise, the income accelerator, so who's got 34 grand in their back pocket? Okay, you guys go up the back, right? But there's something that you can upgrade to later, right? So I got in at this, I pay $140 something a month. But my intention is that Tom, Dick and Harry from all around the world, when I've got one blog talking about fitness, one talking about leadership, one talking about military wives and how to deal with overseas deployments, one talking about you know what I mean? Do you see where I'm going with this? So it's subjects I know about and that I'm passionate about. And because it's linked in with Jamie's core products, I'm happy to make a shitload of money from that. Yeah? Okay, so all you've got to do is, if you guys want to be part of this pre-launch, go for it. Just tick this level, fast start. Fabe's got the forms up the back of the room. Otherwise, start at this level, right? You can cancel it any time after 30 days. The thing is, you start with 27 or level 1 and 2, start promoting it, right? And then in mid-November, you'll get charged for the first one. You won't get charged the second month until you actually get your website, right? And the training and stuff like that. So who learnt a lot from this? Who's thought about things that they could do that they hadn't really thought of before? Who's ever wanted to start an internet business about a subject that you love, not what your boss loves? And that's the core of it, that's the key to it. So if you want to do that, then we'd love to have you on board to help us spread the word, right? We're pretty much removing traditional journalism back into the hands of you guys, all of us, everybody. So thanks very much for today. I've absolutely loved teaching you guys.